So we are going to do a really gentle bedtime routine. This is something you can do anytime during the day because it is a totally seated routine. So you can do this when you're sitting at your desk. You can do this before bed. And when we transition to lay down, get yourself as comfortable as possible. The expectation is for you to try, hi Rita. The expectation is for you to try to be as still as possible once the Yoga Nidra starts. If you've never done Yoga Nidra, a few things to know. Yoga Nidra is loosely translated as yogic sleep. So during the 30, 45 minute meditation I'll walk you through, it is equivalent to about a 2-hour nap. Or it could be your bedtime, whichever you prefer tonight, because we do have the option to just go straight to bed. It's an excellent routine to do right before bed. It's very helpful in getting your mind in a state where you can relax and really prepare for the day tomorrow. The second thing is I'm going to use the word Culpa, and Culpa just means intention, but it's a little deeper than our average yoga intention. A Culpa is a positive statement that leads you to your heart's desire. So oftentimes when I do yoga, my intention might be to be present in the moment. And that's a wonderful intention. But when you do a Culpa, the idea is to choose something that leads you into the future of what you want your life to be. So for me, a lot of times I say my Sankalpa is to I live a wholehearted life. And that is one of my Sankalpas. Another one is I am healthy and strong. And you'll notice that when I say my Sankalpas, I always say them as if they are true, because somewhere deep in the center of me, they are true. And my job when I do Yoga Nidra is to sort of bring out that truth and let the truth shine as bright as you do. So those are the two things we need to know. Before I begin, do you have any questions? If you raise your hand, I can have Michelle unmute you. I think it looks like I've done this with most of you before. Okay, so we're just going to start with a gentle stretch. So find a comfortable seated position. You can see I'm in my bed, so this is a lovely place to be. And we're just going to slowly breathe in, lifting our arms overhead, and exhale, drawing it down the center. Breathe in and exhale. And continue breathing at your own pace, feeling as if you are moving through water, beginning to slow yourself down. Paying attention to your breath. Next time you come to center, pause for a moment. And just notice how you feel right now. Notice your physical body. Notice any places that might be holding tension. Send those spots a little love. Notice your mind. Find those spots that are a little busier in your mind and remind them that it's okay to relax. Send those busy thoughts a little love. Pay attention to your spirit and your energy. Just begin to become the observer. Just watching yourself, being aware. And this time, as we inhale, we're going to bring our arms halfway up. As we exhale, we're going to bring our hands into center. Retain your breath just for a moment. Put your hands behind your neck. And then exhale, lift your arms up. And release them. We're going to do that again. Breathe in halfway. Exhale to center. Retain your breath for just one count, feeling the stretch in your neck. Lifting up as you inhale. And exhale, releasing your hands. Let's repeat that 3 more times, breathing in halfway. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Hold the breath just for a moment. Stretch your neck down. Lift your arms up as you breathe. Exhale, release your arm. And if this is causing any discomfort in your neck, just do not hold on to your neck. Just drop your chin. Exhale, come in. So if your neck is hurting, just lower your chin to your chest slightly. Retain your breath for that moment. And go ahead. Continue your breath pattern. Pause for a moment. Take your right hand and just gently stretch your neck to one side. And again, if you have any tension in your neck, leave your hand off of your head. If you want it to be a little deeper, just let the weight of your hand sort of stretch. Breathe into that side neck. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, go ahead and do the opposite side. And come back up to center. Go ahead and cross your arm in front of your body, lift in the opposite, and just give yourself a gentle shoulder stretch. Just do it for 3 breaths, and when you've done, go ahead and meet me back in center. Lift your opposite arm, cross your body. Pull that arm in. Just a gentle shoulder stretch. Go ahead and open your arms back up. Now lift both arms wide. We'll cross the left arm on top of the right and give ourselves a big hug. Walk your fingers back towards your back. Go ahead and move your fingers. Walk them up and down your shoulder blades. Gently massaging yourself, giving yourself that big hug you all deserve. And then go ahead and bring the back of your wrists together. Or if you have eagle arms in your practice, you can go ahead and wrap them. Drop your elbows. Lift them up away from your body. Then lift your hands back up to the sky. And just try to relax your shoulders, breathing deep into your shoulder blades. One more breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and release your arms. Breathe in again. Open all the way up and over. Breathe in. Bring your hands together over your head. Exhale down the center. Open your arms wide. Give yourself a hug. This time bring the right arm on top or the opposite of what you did last time. Give yourself a nice big hug. And if Eagle's arms don't feel right, you can always stay in this hug. I mean, who doesn't need a prolonged hug? But if you do want to do the Eagle arm practice, go ahead and bring the back of your hands together. If you feel comfortable twisting, just go ahead and drop your elbows down. Your hands will fall away from your body. Scoop your elbows out and away so that your hands come back towards your head. And then just gently lift your fingertips towards the sky. This is going to cause a really deep stretch right in between your shoulder blades. So breathe deep into that space. Remind your body to relax. And so every time you exhale, just feel those muscles release. One more breath in, and as you exhale, release your arms. And go ahead and breathe in, lifting your arms up, and exhale, coming back to center. Dropping your left hand to the floor next to you, lifting your right arm up and over. Just do a gentle side stretch. Depending on where you are, depends on what it feels like. Open your heart a little. Lean a little deeper. Just make the stretch feel good. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and lift yourself back up. And as you exhale, take a deep breath in and let it go. On your next inhale, lift the opposite arm up. Reach for the ground. Lean to the side. Feel that nice breath from hip to shoulder, opening up the side lungs. Lifting a little, looking up at the sky. Feeling the opening in your heart. Letting it morph into whatever feels good. Next inhale lifts you back up. And your arm floats back down. We're going to go ahead and do a couple little twists here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lift our arms up. And as we exhale, go ahead and twist to the left, placing one hand behind you, one hand gently on your thigh or knee, looking over your back shoulder and just closing your eyes, breathing into the twist. The day is done. We can let go of all of the tension we were carrying, wringing ourselves out. One last breath here. And on your next inhale, go ahead and bring your arms back up. Exhaling to center. And letting that fresh blood flow through you. Inhale, bring your arms up. Turn to the opposite side. Looking over your shoulder, behind you, closing your eyes. Giving your internal organs a gentle squeeze. On your next inhale, come back to center, lifting your arms as you come. Exhaling right down the middle. Just noticing how it feels. We're going to open our legs here for a moment. And we want this to be a really passive stretch. So you don't want to open your legs as wide as you can, just a gentle opening. And we're going to just gently fold over our leg. We're not reaching for anything here. We're just relaxing into it and letting gravity help us. So leaning over our left leg, just gently letting gravity put a little pressure, stretching the back of our legs, taking some deep breaths, and reminding ourselves that we are letting go, that we are in a safe place, and that in this moment, everything is just as it needs to be. And it is okay for us to let go. As you're ready, go ahead and inhale, coming back up to center, nice and slow. Pausing in the center to notice yourself. Turning gently towards the opposite leg and letting yourself fold over. Again, we're being totally passive in this stretch. Just allowing gravity to help us to release, to let go, to be in this moment. When you're ready, slowly lift yourself back to center. Let's bring our feet together. If this is uncomfortable, you can prop your knees up with pillows, or you can stay in a wide leg stretch if that's better for you. We're just going to gently fold over here, just slowly moving our body. It doesn't have to be deep. Beginning to release what we're holding in our hips. Because our hips are connected with our jaws, let's loosen our jaws, stretching your jaw, open your mouth, moving it left and right and up and down, stretching your tongue. Holding on to the tension that we hold on to does not serve us. This practice is all about taking care of you. And to take care of yourself, you need to let go of what you're holding on to. So as you do this, remind yourself, remind the tension, it's okay to let go. It's okay to let the waves flow over you. We don't need to brace ourselves against them. And then as you're ready, slowly use your hands to push yourself back up. And however feels comfortable to you, we're going to go ahead and roll down onto our backs. You can take your time, use your arms. If you're ready for Shavasana, go ahead and get comfy. If you want to stretch your back for a minute, I'm going to do thread the needle. So if you're doing thread the needle before you go into Shavasana. Just go ahead and roll your knees in one direction. And then roll your knees in the other direction, making little circles. Placing one foot on the ground and crossing your other heel. Flexing that top foot. Reach behind your thigh and go ahead and bring that thigh in, which will bring your ankle closer to you. And just again, we're just trying to release what we're holding. Closing your eyes. Breathing into your hip. Letting the stretch release whatever muscle tension you're carrying. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift that top leg straight up. Bring the other to meet it so both legs are stretching up. Just take your hands and rub the backs of your thighs. And then bend the opposite leg and put it flat on the bed. Crossing the leg on top, bringing the foot so that it's flexed to keep your knees straight, safe. Taking both hands behind the thigh with your foot on the bed. And then just gently lifting that thigh up. And breathe into the release. Relaxing and releasing. And when you're ready, bring both legs up one last time. Roll your ankles and wrists any way that feels good. And this is our last stretch. So just go ahead and stretch any way your body needs. And begin to make yourself comfortable. This is when you get your pillows, get your blankets, get yourself tucked in. You can turn off your videos. Just let the audio and the sound of my voice guide you. It's important at this point to make sure you put yourself in a position where you'll be comfortable for the next 45 minutes. Blankets are a great idea. Pillows can be helpful. Propping your knees up with some of your couch pillows might be helpful to help release your lower back. When we lay still on our back for this long, we often can get a little chilly. So socks and hoodies. So we're getting ready for Yoga Nidra. Our eyes are closed and the body is still. Make any last movements that you need to before we begin. The mind is in a mood to relax. You are not trying to concentrate. Make no effort to control the mind. You are practicing Yoga Nidra. Become aware of your whole body. You are lying in a beautiful room with other people on the same mental level. Almost everybody is emitting the same frequency of vibration. The whole atmosphere is charged with one type of powerful vibration. In this atmosphere, you are lying on your mat. Your body is still. The sound of your breath is very rhythmic and slow. Your body is in a state of relaxation. Now think mentally. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I am listening to the instructions. A constant communication is taking place between the instructor and myself. I can hear the sound of her voice, and we are connected. One transmitter and many receivers. At this point, remember that a sankalpa has to be made. The sankalpa is a resolution. You don't have to make it now, but if you have one, please repeat it. If you can think of one, do it now. The greatest of the all sankalpas is to resolve and to awaken the Kundalini who dwells in our chakra. If you already have a sankalpa, please repeat it to yourself. If you need a chakra, you may use this one. I am awakening Kundalini who is moving through me to awaken my awareness to the world around me. I am awakening my Kundalini. Repeat your sankalpa to yourself 3 times with determination and the knowledge that it is true. Keep on listening to me and go on doing the practices I indicate. No concentration. Do not try to analyze things. Become aware of your right hand thumb and mentally say, right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, top of the foot, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Left side. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, top of the foot, sole of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Next, go to the back of the body, back of the head, back of the neck, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, right heel, left heel. Now, the front of the body, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, middle of the eyebrows, right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, whole nose, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right leg, left leg, right arm, left arm, the whole of the head, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Become aware of the body lying on the floor. There is a point where the body is in contact with the floor. Bring your awareness to that particular point of contact, the heels and the floor. Both heels are on the floor, and there is a point where they touch the floor. Now from the top of the body, the head and the floor, the back and the floor, the right hand and the floor, the left hand and the floor, the right elbow and the floor, the left elbow and the floor, the hamstrings and the floor, the heels and the floor. Imagine the meeting points of the body and the floor, the whole body and the floor. The body is on the floor. Become aware of the whole body. Do not contract. Do not expand. Just be. Now imagine in your mind that the body is becoming very heavy. Awaken the idea of heaviness in the body. Gradually feel that the body is becoming heavier and heavier. The head is becoming heavy. The right palm, the left palm are both heavy. The arms and the shoulders are heavy. The back is heavy. The right thigh is heavy. The left thigh is heavy. Both kneecaps are heavy. Both legs are heavy. Both arms are heavy. The whole head is heavy. Your eyes, your nose, your lips, they are heavy. The whole body is heavy. Keep on thinking that the whole body is heavy. Intensify that feeling of heaviness. You're feeling that your body is still, lying on the ground, unable to move. And then slowly relax each part, one at a time. Feeling the body become lighter and lighter. The head is light, so light that it feels as if it could rise from the floor. The left palm and the right palm are both becoming lighter. Both arms and both shoulders are light. The back is light. The right thigh and the left thigh are light. The heels are light. The whole body is light and weightless. You feel as if your body is a feather floating in the wind. You have become weightless, rising from the floor. Your whole body is a feather floating on the breeze. Cotton represents lightness, and steel represents heaviness. Now practice these two feelings alternately. The whole body is steel. The whole body is heavy. There are no bones, marrow, or blood, just steel frame. Now change the idea. The whole body is cotton. It's a feather. The whole body is as light as cotton. There are no bones, marrow, or blood. Everything is composed of cotton. The whole body is as light as cotton. And again, change the idea. The whole body is like steel, heavy steel, no bone, marrow, or blood. The whole body is as heavy as steel. Change the idea. The whole body is as light as cotton. Feel as if the body was composed of cotton, so light that it can rise from the floor. Now change the idea to heat. Imagine you are near a burning furnace and you feel the intense heat. Now the whole body should experience that heat of the blazing furnace, the heat of the tropical sun. Awaken the experience of heat as vividly as possible. Cold. Change the experience to cold. The whole body is experiencing the cold winds that blow from the snowy mountains. The same cold ones feels in the deep freezer. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of cold. And now find the feeling of warmth that makes you feel at peace. The feeling of the warm sun with a light breeze, a spring day outside. And bring your mind to the eyebrow center. Do not leave that point until I tell you to. I will enumerate a few objects, and as I name each one, try to visualize it very quickly. If you cannot, don't worry. Keep on following my instruction. Sometimes I will go slowly and sometimes very fast. I will also come back to an image a number of times. Some of the images may be known to you, but do not think too much. The image should shine by itself. Bring your awareness to the eyebrow center. Darkness. Pink rose, waves on the ocean, blue sky in the evening, dark night, tiny stars studded in the heavens, high mountain range with snow-capped peaks, a ship sailing on the high seas, white sandy beach, virgin forest with tall and dense trees, a dove, a galloping horse, a small hut in the woods. A stormy night, full moon, mountain stream, a lonely rock in the mountains, big garden of blooming flowers, rising sun. Keep your awareness focused at the eyebrow center. Visualize a large lake with lotus flowers, a sailing boat, people swimming, a lonely wooden hut in the mountains, a desolate valley, a high mountain with snow-capped peaks, a quiet evening, beautiful sunset, chirping bird, tiger in the forest, elephant, cobra, symbol of Om, sound of a bell ringing, waves on an ocean, ship at sail, full moon, calm, quiet evening in a moonlit valley, mountain stream, a refreshing cold bath in the mountain stream. Experience the exhilaration. Now become aware of the breath. Become aware of the movement of the breath. You are breathing quietly and slowly. Become conscious of your breathing and nothing else. Concentrate on the flow of the breath between the navel and the throat. Feel the breath moving along this passage. As you inhale, the air rises from the navel to throat. And as you exhale, it falls from throat to navel. Become aware of this movement. Now become aware of the breath through the nostrils. The natural breath flowing through both nostrils and meeting at the top to form a triangle. Think of the breaths as starting separately from a distance, drawing near and uniting in the eyebrow center. Maintain your awareness, and at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in, 54. I am breathing out, 54. I am breathing in, 53. I am breathing out, 53. I am breathing in, 52. I am breathing out, 52. Continue counting until you reach 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. There should be no mistakes. If you make a mistake, begin counting again at 54. There is no sleeping. Continue to count with total awareness. Keep on with the practice, counting and awareness, awareness and counting. Now bring your awareness to the eyebrow center. Focus your eyebrow. Focus your attention on the eyebrow center. And see yourself setting out on a journey to climb a sacred mountain. You know that it is going to be a long and difficult climb. but you feel sure that you will reach the summit. As you leave your hometown, you meet your guide, a person whom you have never met before, but you know he is a qualified and experienced guide. You find it difficult to assess his character, and he is not very talkative. But as you want to make the journey, you follow him. The path you are following passes through a large forest beneath a canopy of trees and crossing many streams. You come to an enormous lake, a tranquilizing blue color, clear and fresh, and you stop. You and the guide drink the water and rest for a while. After continuing the journey, you begin to feel some frustration and mistrust of the guide. The forest has become dense, so dense that you cannot see far in any direction. The sacred mountain is completely obscured from your view. You feel far from home. However, after a little time, you begin to ascend, and the forest becomes less dense. And you look back in the direction you came from. You see the forest and the rooftop of the houses in your town. The sight of the town and the tiredness of your body makes you feel that the journey is perhaps useless, and you want to return to the comforts of your home and the friends you have left behind. But the guide insists you go on, so you follow. The ascent becomes steeper and you are feeling tired, but the guide continues at his steady pace. Sometimes you feel angry at his relentless pace, but at other times you are grateful for his expertise in climbing the more difficult terrain and in avoiding places that would have been impossible for you to climb. The vegetation becomes less dense. The ground is rocky and rugged. All thoughts of home and past have gone, as you need to concentrate completely on climbing and keeping up with the guide. Overcome by fatigue, you collapse on the ground to rest. You feel exhausted and defeated and do not care if the guide waits for you or not. The whole journey seems pointless. The guide comes to you, takes you by the hand, and starts walking again. And with each step, he repeats the words, "I will." You find that you are walking in step with him, and the sound of the words, "I will," is echoing through your body and mind, giving you tremendous strength and energy. I will. I will. The guide releases your hand, but the words keep resounding in your mind as you follow him further upwards. As you near the top of the sacred mountain, the ascent is even more difficult, and the guide is far ahead of you. You trudge languidly on alone and finally reach the top, where the guide is waiting for you. As you observe the spectacular panoramic view, a feeling of exhilaration floods through your body and mind. The guide gives you a meaningful smile, and you are grateful to him for his forcefulness through this climb. You are exalted by the environment, overcome by a feeling you have never experienced before. You are still absorbed in this exhilaration when the guide says, "Follow me," and leaps from the peak, disappearing into space. And without a further thought, you follow. Bring your awareness back to your mind's eye. Bring your awareness to the dark space in front of you, behind your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully. Become the observer. Do not become attached. Do not become involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. Any subtle colors or patterns appear, simply take note of them and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now remember your Sankalpa, your resolve that you made at the beginning of your practice. Bring your awareness back to your Sankalpa. Repeat the same Sankalpa you made at the beginning of the practice in the same words, with the same attitude. Repeat your resolve to yourself 3 times, clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the room around you, of the walls and the ceiling, of the noises inside this room. The noises outside. Take your mind out and become completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments. Keep your eyes closed, but begin to move your body, wiggling fingers and toes. Begin rolling your ankles and wrists in small ways. Begin stretching yourself, taking your time. Do not hurry. If you are planning on waking up, roll to one side when you're ready, pausing in that moment, becoming the observer, paying attention to how you feel, thinking back to the beginning of our practice, thinking how things have changed, being aware of the space you have given yourself. And as you are ready, go ahead and sit back up, slowly opening your eyes. Taking some slow, deep breaths. Bringing our hands to our hearts, bowing our head, and just taking a moment to be grateful for this time together. Sending out our gratitude to all the yogis who've joined us. Sending gratitude to our families and friends. Sharing this peaceful energy with the world around us. Letting it grow and spread infinitely. And know that I am eternally grateful to have had the honor to lead you through this practice and to have had this time with you this evening. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste.